My coworker Sue pokes her head into our shared office. She says, "Alana made cookies again, and they're your favorite." Alana's chocolate chip cookies are definitely my favorite, and I'm so excited, but they also make me so anxious. I'm 22 years old, and I'm working in an office, and I really like this job, but I'm a co-op student, and my contract is almost up. I have a boyfriend at the time, and I really like him too, but a few months into our relationship, I found out that he already had a girlfriend. And he broke up with her and we stayed together, but I know he's been cheating on me ever since. So I'm feeling really insecure. I get up from my desk and I walk into the main part of our office, and I look at the women who I work with who are standing around and eating cookies. And I think, that's disgusting. I know that I'm smarter and I'm stronger than they are. I take a cookie and I eat it. I stand around and chat for a couple minutes, but I can already start to feel the anxiety. I go back to my desk and I pretend to work. Really, I'm thinking about when was the last time that I went to the bathroom, and is it weird again if I go right now, but it doesn't really matter because I'm gonna go anyway. I get up from my desk again and I walk towards the washroom. And as I walk, I'm mentally preparing myself. Because as smart and powerful as I feel in this moment, I know that it's still going to hurt. I get to the washroom and I check to make sure there's no one else inside, and I lock myself in a stall. The first thing I do is take off my glasses and I put them on the toilet paper dispenser. I tie my hair up in a bun so that it can't fall on my face. I tuck in the loose ends of my cardigan, any clothing that can get in the way. I take a wad of toilet paper and I hold it in my left hand. And with my right hand, I put 2 fingers down my throat. I start to throw up almost immediately because I know exactly where to put my fingers. I can feel the sore spots on my hand where my teeth always rub, but other than that, first time's not that bad. But I look down into the toilet bowl at Alana's chocolate chip cookie and I know that that's not good enough. I need to do better. I make myself throw up again, and this time my eyes start to water and my throat starts to burn, but again I look down and it's still not enough. I do this 3 more times before I just can't throw up anymore. And by the end of it, I have vomit coming out of my nose and my mouth. My ab muscles are twitching from the heaving. I'm sweating and shaking. But I know that I did the right thing. I take a couple deep breaths and I use the toilet paper in my left hand to wipe off my face, to wipe off my hand that's covered in vomit, the toilet seat. I flush everything down. I take my glasses, I walk out of the stall and I look at myself in the mirror. And I feel powerful, but I look like shit. I have flecks of vomit in my hair and on my shirt. I have tears streaming down my face, but luckily my waterproof mascara is still holding up. I take a few minutes to breathe, wait for my face to become less red. And when I think that I look relatively normal, I go back to my desk. I keep a diary under my bed where I plan out my meals for every single day. And this might sound like a lot of work, but it's very simple because it's the same thing every single day. 6:30 a.m. 1 banana, half a tablespoon of peanut butter. Go for a 10-kilometer run. 8 a.m. half a cup of grapes, 1 hard-boiled egg. 12:30, 2 cups of spinach, half a cup of chicken, half a cup of chopped carrots and cucumber, half a tablespoon of raisins, and 6 almonds. 3 p.m., 1 small apple. Dinner's really stressful. I'm still living at home at the time, and my family likes to eat dinner together almost every night, and we really like to eat dinner. I try to plan my day around what it's going to be by asking my mom what she's gonna make, but usually the most information I can get out of her is that it's gonna be Kathy's surprise. So I try to start taking small portions, but I'm a notoriously heavy eater and my family notices and they make fun of me, and I know that they're just going to keep noticing. So instead I take normal portions, but this means that I have to get up halfway through the meal to go to the bathroom and throw up, come back to the table, finish my meal, go to the bathroom and throw up. And part of me wants so badly to tell my family, but if I tell them, I'll have to stop. And I can't stop because this is the only thing in my life that I feel like I have control over. This is the only thing that gives me value, and this is the only thing that's going to stop my boyfriend from cheating on me. He likes to tell me that his ex-girlfriend was a stripper and she had the hottest body. So if I have a hot body too, then he'll know that I'm worth something. So right now I'm worth nothing. And if I get fat, I'll be less than worthless. So I can't tell them. 2 months later, I'm at a music festival with my boyfriend, and Kurt is there. And I hate Kurt. He's a total dickhead. And we're sitting by the stage, the three of us watching music. My boyfriend gets up to go to the bar for another drink. And Kurt looks at me and says, "You know he's still cheating on you, right?" And I don't say anything, but I'm so fucking angry. And the day goes on, and my rage just builds. And finally, it's time to go home. My boyfriend and I are in the car, driving in silence. I have my feet up on the dash. My arms are crossed. I'm staring out the passenger side window. He breaks the silence and says, "So, are you still coming over for dinner?" And I say, "You need to pull the car over right now." He does, and without looking at him, I tell him that I can't do this anymore. He tells me that he loves me. He begs me not to do this, and I start to waver. I mean, yeah, he's cheating on me, but who wouldn't? But I'm so angry that I tune out whatever he's saying, and I look at him, and I say, "I'm bulimic. I can't do this." It's the first time that I've used that word, and it comes out of my mouth, and I feel powerful. And not because I've just dumped this asshole, and not because I've admitted to anything. I feel powerful because I'm bulimic. We get through the breakup, and he drops me off at home, and that power starts to fade, and I start to panic. What if he tells my friends and family? I was doing this so that he wouldn't cheat on me, and he still was, and now we're not even together, so I don't know what to do. Weeks go by, and I'm still throwing up, but I feel less and less powerful and more like a failure. I get a new job. I'm working for a company that runs outdoor adventures and activities for middle-aged women, helping lead these events. And the thing I'm most nervous about is that one of the most popular events is a group bike ride followed by dinner together at a restaurant. And dinner together at a restaurant when you have an eating disorder is terrifying. I have to look at the menu at least a day in advance so I can plan my whole day around it. I'm still gonna throw up whatever I order because I don't know what's in it. And on top of that, I have to eat in front of people, and they're gonna know how disgusting I am. So we're at a restaurant, it's a pupusa restaurant, and I'm staring at the menu, stressing because I'm so hungry. And I don't think the salad that I picked out is gonna be enough, but I cannot eat a pupusa. That's way too many calories. I'm sitting beside this woman named Leonie, and she's in her mid-50s. She's just full of joy and full of happiness. She's so confident. She's such a strong woman, and I really look up to her. She sees me stressing about the menu, and she says, "I've been here before. Do you want a suggestion?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. What are you gonna get?" And she says, "I always get the cheese pupusa plate. It's delicious." And I am just disgusted, because that is multiple pupusas, and there is no fucking way I'm gonna eat that. And then she says, "You know, I already had dinner, but the good thing about being an active outdoor woman is that you can have 2 dinners if you want to." And now I am just so confused, I'm floored. Not only is she eating multiple pupusas, she's already had dinner, and she's bragging to me about the amount of food that she's eating, and this is just so foreign to me. And she must see this on my face, because she kind of laughs and says, 2 dinners never hurt anyone. But I can't even have 1 dinner without hurting myself. So this conversation really makes me think. I keep telling myself that I'm gonna do this for 2 more months, and then I'll be skinny, and then someone will love me, and then I'll be happy. But Leonie's confidence and her joy and her 2 dinners really makes me think and makes me question if that's how happiness works and if that's the kind of person that I want to be. 3 years later, I'm sitting on a patio with a friend, and we haven't seen each other for a while, so we've been talking, catching up, and we see the server coming over to take our order. I'm like, shit, I haven't even looked at the menu. Do you know what you're gonna get? And he says, yeah, I'm just gonna get a cheeseburger and the fries and a beer. And I'm like, okay, perfect, sounds good. I'm gonna get the cheeseburger and fries and a beer. So we place our order, and the food comes, and I eat everything on my plate. I am happy, I'm relaxed. I'm still hungry, notoriously large appetite. And I look across the table, and I see half a cheeseburger there. And I'm like, are you gonna eat that? And he says, no, I'm done, you can have it if you want. So I reach across the table, and I pick it up, and I eat the rest of it, and we keep chatting, hanging out, and then it hits me. You just ate a pile of fries and a beer and 1.5 cheeseburgers. And I smile because I feel powerful.